I've been instructed to start with you, Tom, because you haven't played catch. So, well, it's been a long time since we've seen a 5-star event with so many riders so close. So how does that feel going to the show jumping arena?
Well, from my point of view, I knew I was on a good jumper. So I thought if I could deliver a clear round, then it was a good opportunity to move up the leaderboard, and thankfully he did just that.
Voilà, donc je lui ai demandé, ça fait longtemps qu'on n'a pas vu un football avec autant de cavaliers si proches dans le sport. Et il a dit, bon, bah, comme je savais que j'avais un bon sauteur, je savais que je pouvais remonter dans le classement. How many places you move up from dressage?
I'm not entirely sure where I was after dressage, but definitely not in the top 20 anyway.
Voilà, il n'était même pas dans le top 20 après le dressage, mais sans faute, you went clear in time yesterday. Clear in time today, so that brought you right up to 3rd place, so really well done, what a performance, what a horse. So can you tell us a bit about the horse?
He's a horse we brought as a 4-year-old. He's been quite a tricky horse to bring on and produce. He doesn't really like people or horses, or sometimes even show jump holes. But he's always been there or thereabouts, and he's done everything he kind of should do in Lyon, and then he went to Blenheim. He came here last year as a 9-year-old, and hopefully we're still on an upward trajectory with him.
Alors, il dit que c'était un cheval ils l'ont acheté à 4 ans, c'est un cheval un petit peu tricky, un petit peu délicat au départ, avec les gens, avec les autres chevaux, des fois avec les barres de saut de sac, mais donc il a monté progressivement, il a fait le Lyon, il a fait Blenheim à 8 et 9 ans, il est venu ici l'année dernière à 9 ans, et il est toujours sur une courbe montante, donc un cheval d'avenir qui pourra donc, encore progresser. So I just asked the floor if they have any questions for you, so that you don't get too relate too much. Est-ce qu'il y a des questions pour any questions for Tom before he has to go and get his plane? Don't be shy. No questions? Right, well then I think you're free to leave, and we'll give you a big round of applause though. Well, of course, for Tom, and well done.
Come here, mate. Give me a hug too, mate. Yeah.
Well done again.
Congratulations.
See you soon.
Yeah, never will.
Okay, well boys, you've been here before. You were here with Federman. It's the first time with Cooling Up Tracker. So did you expect to finish in such a high position after dressage and after he's done a good competition here?
Yeah, Cooling Nutcracker is a new horse for me, new ride for me. Just sadly, Liz Halliday's Olympic horse. So he's a champion horse, and Astia Nikolai rode him before her, and came here. We don't really have a true partnership just yet, and really we just wanted to finish well here at Pau, and really honoured and feel privileged to ride Liz's Olympic horse, and came into the show jumping today, and he jumped the moon, and I couldn't believe it when I was standing there just watching all the riders before me have a rail or two, and then Tom jumped a beautiful round, and then when I saw Tim jump the first fence, I thought, wow, this horse isn't going to near a rail. So I'm very pleased for Tim. He's been a good mate of mine for many years, and to sit next to him here in the press conference at Pau is a real thrill, and he's a champion rider, and it's the amount of 5-stars wins he's racking up now. I think he'll go down in history as one of the great riders of that era. And,
I was asking you about you, not about
he's a legend too.
I only paid him €20.
And whoever told him to cut the side of his hair is an idiot. I love the look. I love the look. Don't change it. I reckon you should go up a little longer.
Donc un petit peu d'amusement là dans le commentaire de Boy qui a le cheval depuis pas très longtemps, puisque c'était précédemment un cheval monté par Elizabeth Halliday, c'était son cheval olympique à Elizabeth, et donc il a récupéré la montée. Ils sont pas encore vraiment complètement en osmose, mais bon, quand il est rentré, que le cheval a sauté comme il a sauté, il était vraiment très content. Et puis il a dit, quand il a vu que Tim a sauté le premier obstacle, il a dit, bon, je savais qu'il allait faire pire, parce que de toute façon le cheval il ne touchait rien. Et puis pour terminer, il faut qu'il laisse pousser ses petits cheveux de côté.
It looked like you translated that very accurately.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you.
So Tim, tell us a bit more about Gorilla. We already had you in here yesterday, so you told us a bit about him. So how did you feel going into that show jumping arena with everything so close?
Yeah, and it was not a rail top 10, someone said, or something. I mean, it was...
Yeah,
it
top
was,
nine. Top nine were in one rail.
And then we walked the course and we were a little bit heart and mouth because it was big, and it's always big here, but this was particularly big and long to number 13, the biggest opposite an event rider's probably seen, other than maybe the World Games and places like that. But it was a tough, challenging course with a tight time, and the stage was set for good jumpers, but also good riders in the heat of the moment, and it was. I think we've had proper movement on the scoreboard through the 3 phases. That's really what we like to see as event riders. I think we want it to not be, we don't want the emphasis to be too much on one phase over the other. We want to see movement, progression, the ebbs and flows, and hopefully the best person wins at the end of it. But this horse, he makes my job easy. He's such a talented animal. He's young, and although this is his 3rd time at this level, he's been a very inexperienced horse at this level. And he was also inexperienced yesterday, but he's just so class, and I'm just so lucky to ride him for his owners and to have the joy of sitting there and just keeping my leg on and putting my heel down, really.
Okay, bon, donc je vais essayer de traduire tout ça. I shall say that accurately as well. Leg down and heel down. Heel down and leg on. Voilà, donc il suffit avec son cheval, il me dit, ça c'était pour terminer, il suffit de baisser les talons et de mettre les jambes. Et il saute. Donc c'est un fantastique cheval, il dit, oh, il est encore un peu inexpérimenté à ce niveau, mais c'est quand même son 3e 5 étoiles, qui termine les 3. Et par rapport au concours, il a dit, quand ils ont marché le parcours de Sodotsac ce matin, ils se sont dit, oui, c'est gros, on est 10 dans la barre, c'est pas facile, le temps a été serré. Le temps était très serré, donc c'était vraiment un parcours pour les meilleurs chevaux, les bons sauteurs, mais aussi pour les bons pilotes, les cavaliers sachant vraiment sortir le maximum de leurs chevaux, et que c'est ce qu'on veut dans un concours de ce niveau-là, c'est qu'il n'y ait pas une phase qui détermine le classement dès le départ. Et là, on a eu beaucoup de changements, que ce soit des changements entre le dressage et le cross, et entre le cross et le CSO, il y a eu quand même des ups and downs, il y a eu beaucoup de mouvements dans le classement, et ça c'est ce qui est très sympa dans ce sport. Are there any questions for either Boyd or for Tim? You're all really shy, aren't you? They're really shy, these journalists. They don't want to ask any questions. Vous êtes timide?
One for Boyd there.
One for Boyd.
How difficult was it to, most of your top horses that they've been warm bloods, and you've just taken over the ride on an Irish sport horse, which are a different animal altogether?
Donc là, il pose la question. Boyd a précédemment eu beaucoup de chevaux de sang. C'est la première fois qu'il a un cheval dans les chevaux roses qui sont un petit peu plus éloignés quand même des blood horses, du cheval très près du sang. C'est Boyd.
You know, I think number one, the horse has been supremely trained from Astia and Liz, and then the other advantage I had is that Liz Halliday and myself shared the same coaches in Eric Devander and Peter Wild, so I had a bit of a leg up with a lot of information coming from former coaches. And you know, I think as my career goes on, you know, I'd like to be masterful at riding all types of horses and over all types of courses. And you know, obviously me and Tim probably started out on rangy thoroughbreds in Australia and New Zealand, and then you know, you come to the other side of the world, and the sport's evolved into you know, more sort of breeding and sport horses, and the courses are so different too. Like last weekend I rode at Maryland 5-star, which was a big, beefy test of stamina and endurance, and then yesterday was a real you know, a real test of skillful riding and accuracy, and being able to lengthen and short your horse. And I think, like Tim said, the goal is to be able to be masterful at riding all types of horses over all different types of courses, and sort of no matter what their breed is, and be able to ride a hot one, a cold one, a fast one, a slow one, a stiff one, a soft one, and try and not specialise in one specific type of horse.
Il nous dit qu'effectivement, que Lee Nutcracker avait été suprêmement bien entraîné par ses précédents cavaliers qui étaient Astier tout d'abord et ensuite Elizabeth Halliday, et qui a la chance qu'ils ont partagé les mêmes entraîneurs. Donc il a pu avoir des bons tips pour progresser rapidement avec Lee Nutcracker. Et puis que de toute façon son but c'est pas de monter un seul type de cheval, c'est d'être un master, d'être maître dans son art et de pouvoir monter n'importe quel type de cheval sur n'importe quel type de parcours. Il disait que la semaine dernière il était à Elton où le parcours était plus un test de vraiment gros saut et d'endurance, alors qu'ici c'était plus un test de pilotage, de bien monter ses lignes, de choisir la bonne ligne, de savoir raccourcir, rallonger la foulée, et donc il faut pouvoir monter tout ça de façon différente. Donc c'était voilà pour Boyd. Thank you, Boyd. Any other questions for Tim or Boyd?
That's a great question. He wanted me to plug the Irish sport.
Right, I think, shall I go over to Pascal, the event organizer? Pascal, on va lui poser une question, bien sûr. Alors content?
Très heureux de cette édition. Pour moi, ça fera, ça fera la 30e.
La 30e que tu es event director.
C'est une des plus belles, franchement. Un peu peur avec la météo au début, parce qu'il était annoncé des tempêtes à un moment très violentes. Et puis on s'en est bien sorti quand même.
So we've been lucky because the weather forecast at the beginning of the week was like gale force winds for a couple of days, and it then abated a bit, and we came through quite well. So one of the best editions he's lived through. He was a bit emotional at the prize giving there, so un petit peu d'émotion à la remise des prix là, à la fin de la remise des prix.
Oui, ça fait un moment que je fais ça, et à chaque fois j'ai quand même une émotion. Mais bon, c'est le travail de centaines de personnes. Bon, j'ai mon noyau à moi qui travaille toute l'année, mais là, plus de 400 bénévoles, des entreprises, des salariés qui viennent se rajouter. Quand on additionne, ça fait une belle caravane quand même.
So he said, yeah, well, he has his little sort of hardcore people around him all year round, but this kind of organisation takes so many people, so many volunteers, so many people intervening in the organisation, and it's always a relief to get through to the end, and it's always a bit emotional when you get to the end of a 5-day event here with so many people involved, the companies, the television, everybody. Any questions for Pascal? Est-ce qu'il y a des questions pour notre organisateur des 5 étoiles de Pau depuis maintenant 30 ans? Je crois qu'il y a juste des applaudissements. Do you just want to clap it? A big round of applause for Pascal.
I just want to say that the conditions were very testing for you guys this week. You know, it feels like a distant memory now, the weather and things just 2 days ago, or 3 days ago. But you coped very well and you made good decisions, and it had to be a little bit spontaneous, but you moved with the weather basically, and made good decisions, and we all appreciated it as riders and understood. So started as a little bit of a tough week, turned into a lovely sunny prize giving for you, and a nice couple of days jumping. So well done, you guys.
Voilà, donc Tim qui dit, on a commencé la semaine avec un petit peu des conditions difficiles, mais que les décisions spontanées qui ont été prises de reculer le dressage, de changer un ou deux trucs, de changer des petites choses, ça a permis, les cavaliers comprennent très bien et ils apprécient vraiment ces décisions qui sont prises donc sur le vif pour que tout se déroule bien, et que finalement donc ce qui s'était passé en début de semaine et qui paraissait être un petit peu compliqué, c'est devenu quand même un super dimanche avec une remise des prix sous le soleil biarnais.
Merci Tim.
Voilà, donc encore une fois, allez, je vous demande de les applaudir, nos deux cavaliers, la Tim et Boyd et Pascal. Bravo. Thank you.
We're good? Yeah. Merci, Pascal.
If you want to drink.
Well done. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Dans la shower boy, c'est bon, ok.
Yeah, don't waste it on that.